Operation Valkyrie. The most famous plot to assassinate Adolf Hitler was more than just an attempt to kill a dictator. It was part of a larger plan to overthrow the Nazi regime itself, and it came much closer than most people realize. By mid-1944, the war was going badly for Germany. The Allies had landed in Normandy, the Soviet Red Army was pushing west. Inside Germany, a growing number of senior military officers and government officials believed that Hitler's leadership was leading to national collapse. But it wasn't just about military failure. Many in the conspiracy were deeply disturbed by the regime's war crimes and atrocities, particularly after learning of the mass killings of Jews and civilians in occupied territories. Among them was Colonel Klaus von Stauffenberg, a highly decorated officer who had once supported Hitler but had come to see him as a criminal who had to be removed. Operation Valkyrie was originally a contingency plan drawn up by the German army to ensure internal stability if civil unrest broke out, for example, if the Nazi leadership was incapacitated. The plotters decided to hijack Valkyrie, using it as cover for a coup. Their vision was to kill Hitler, seize power, and negotiate peace with the Allies. In the spring of 1944, Stauffenberg, despite losing an eye and a hand in combat, became central to the plot. On July 20, 1944, Stauffenberg entered a high-level military conference at Hitler's eastern headquarters, the Wolf's Lair, carrying a briefcase bomb. He placed it under the heavy oak conference table close to Hitler. The bomb detonated at 12:42 p.m., but several factors saved Hitler's life. The table absorbed much of the blast. Hitler's position relative to the explosion further reduced its lethality. 4 people were killed. Hitler survived with relatively minor injuries. In Berlin, believing Hitler dead, Stauffenberg and the conspirators activated Valkyrie. Army units began seizing key buildings and arresting SS and Nazi officials. But soon news spread that Hitler had survived. Orders were reversed, troops wavered, and the coup quickly unravelled. That night, Stauffenberg and several fellow plotters were arrested and executed by firing squad in the courtyard of the army headquarters. In the following weeks, the Gestapo conducted mass arrests. Over 7,000 suspected dissidents were detained. Nearly 5,000 were executed. Operation Valkyrie failed to topple the Nazi regime. But today, the conspirators are remembered in Germany as heroes of conscience, men and women who risked everything to end one of history's darkest chapters.